Hi guys, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are here with our female human noble Eurydice Cousland, and last time we cleared out Fort Dracon, and now we are going into the final battle with the Archdemon. So, before we run in there, it's always a good idea to put spirit bombs on everybody because the Archdemon does mostly spirit damage. Also, if you have anything that makes your companions or yourself do nature damage, it's a good idea to use it because that is the damage that the Archdemon is the most susceptible to. So, we will put a nature damage poison on my weapons. So I'm going to give him a greater. I'm going to give her a lesser. Give her a lesser. Let's see. That's spirit damage. That's nature. Okay, so I'm probably going to go with the acidic coating because that's nature damage. So I'm going to throw that on real quick. And then I go put on my spirit balm. And let's go. And the best way to kill him after a while is using the ballistas, because he'll eventually fly out of range. Alright, Archdemon. Prepare to die. Right, okay. Fun. I don't like you either, so okay. I think I'm going to call in the elves to get some ranged attacks going on.
I think we work well together.
Okay, where is land? I do like to wail on him at the beginning and the end, if possible, because it's just more fun that way. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's over there. Can't you hold still? Get him, elves! Hi. I'm just gonna run over here. Ignore me. Oh my, I got a paralyze on him temporarily. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. We heard him enough that he's probably going to be out of range now for us to actually hit him. Where is he? There he is. Okay. You guys keep going. Skill, really? Ugh. Fine. Keep going, guys. Oh, that was Irving and Ethan. That's awesome. Really? Leave me alone. You guys are just not even worth my time.
Oh, too bad for you.
That's too far now. It's moved. Keep getting them, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go put on another acidic coating and another spirit bomb. I leveled up.
Nice try.
Yes! Oh! Got the kill cam on Archdemon! Oh, that's the best. Oh, yes. You're mine. Woohoo! That was great. Got him. Run, Darkspawn. Flee. Oh yes, I have a mod here that kind of very cute. Oh, that was a cool little mod. It's the first time I've ever used it.
And then it was over. With the archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, We are gathered to celebrate those responsible for our victory.
Yay.
Of those who stood against the Darkspawn siege of Denerim, there is one in particular who deserves commendation. The one who led the final charge against the archdemon remains with us still. An inspiration to all she saved that day.
Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I formally present my betrothed, who will soon be your queen.
Yeah. Queen, queen, queen.
My friend, it is hard to imagine how you could have aided Ferelden more. I think it only appropriate that I return the favor. As a reward, and as an engagement present, I offer you a boon of your choice.
Okay. The house one, like I generally go with the like origin specific one, but the house one, he basically just gives you the Erling of Amaranth thing, which he's gonna do anyway. So I might go with the title, or this makes you the Chancellor. This one isn't bad, but he basically just kind of does the same thing. So I think I'm gonna go with the title and the riches.
I think the Tourney of Gwaren should serve nicely as your personal fiefdom. Aside from, you know, being queen. Let it also be known that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arl Howe, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There they can rebuild, following the example of those who went before them. So what are your plans? I assume with the wedding you will be remaining at Ferelden.
Of course, my love. I think you'll need me.
Well, I didn't want to come right out and say it, but I'm relieved you'll be nearby. There's a group of Ferelden citizens waiting outside to get a look at their hero. I suggest you make at least a brief appearance before they storm the gate. Just tell the guard at the door when you're ready.
And I leveled up. That's just funny. Okay, well, I might as well go ahead and do that really quickly. More stealth. Why not? Okay, so now we can go talk to everybody. I'm going to talk to Alistair last. We actually have Shale here. Something that can be done in the PC game, but fair warning. Like, first time in, she'll work fine, but if you like load your game to like try to talk to her again, she will be broken. I mean, she'll still talk, but she'll be kind of like this mess of metal and stone. It won't look like Shale. It'll be very, very strange. So just FYI. Hello, Arl Eamon.
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the Civil War and then defeated the Blight. On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
I'm a Grey Warden. That's what we do.
So I'm learning. It's good that you're staying here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden will have influence, and there is much to be done. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. Connor seems well enough, and Isolde refuses to speak of what happened. She says she never wants to go back. I cannot thank you enough for saving them. They are the joy of my existence. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
Thanks.
Thank you again, Warden. You are truly a hero.
Awesome. Oh, hello, Sir Gilmore.
I'm so relieved to see you are okay. But tell me, what's next for you?
Queen. I'm gonna stay around for a while.
That's a good choice. After everything that happened, the crown will need to regain stability. I'll be leaving tonight. I'll go back to my father's estate. I'll start anew there.
Why don't you stay?
Well, firstly, I'd like to see my father again. But even so, I'd like some time to clear my head. Be safe. I'm sure we'll meet again. Go on. They're waiting for you.
Hey, Wynn.
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
A little strange.
Of that I have no doubt. It's a title you'll be wearing for a long time to come, just as Loghain wore his. But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
I didn't do it on my own.
I don't think many heroes ever do. I'm glad not to be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back. Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to travel. Shale has expressed a desire to go to Tevinter to look into a way to regain her mortality. And I will join her.
She wants to regain her mortality.
It seems that a creature of flesh impressed her enough that she is willing to discard her notions about them being frail and disgusting. I wonder who. At any rate, I offered to bring her before the Tevinter mages. Their lore is considerable, and I've always wanted to travel to Minrathruz. I doubt we will meet again, my dear. If not, please accept my best wishes.
And you do actually get to see her briefly in Awakening.
All this talk is tiring. I think it is time for me to sample some of that lovely cider I smelled earlier. Now, where did it go?
My puppy! Hi, Morrigan. That's the rumor that this is Morrigan. Hi, Stan.
It is good to see you again, Kadan. These people, they call you hero. It is a strange word, but I think I understand its meaning. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
No. Nothing wrong with a little pride.
I would argue, had you not ended a blight. For such an accomplishment, there may be allowances. What the human custom has in common with our own is that the declaration of a Kunoran Vel is a cause for much celebration. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
That would be quite a sight.
It is interesting. It can take days for the Ben Hasrath to restore order. There may even be executions. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
You can actually tell him you're going to go with him if you want, but, I mean, if that fits your character, it obviously doesn't fit with mine. I'm just starting to get used to you.
And I to you, strangely enough. It must be said. You found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great debt.
You helped me as well. It's been good.
It has. That one of the Baz, a foreigner, would become known as Kadan to me. Unthinkable. Yet here it is. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan. Where is the cake? I was told there would be cake.
The cake is a lie.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Enjoying yourself already, I see? No, let's go with, does that mean you're staying here?
For now. They may have already branded me a surfacer back home anyhow. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again.
Isn't that her
see
right
where
there?
that goes.
I'm glad. I hope you're happy.
Ha! I'll drink to that. And since we're more or less done adventuring for now, I just wanted to say, you're alright for a human.
You're alright for a dwarf.
Yes. I don't come by friends very often. I'm glad to call you one, Warden. Pickle juice.
Okay, Zev.
I will be relieved when all this pomp and ceremony is done. Such events are perfect opportunities for assassins, after all. I can't help but expect the crows to appear at any moment, which would be a welcome break, mind you.
Yeah, Bloodfast sounds like fun.
You see? This is why I like you. Always game for a little fun. You know, it does occur to me that staying in one place is only going to invite the crows to find me that much quicker. While fun, that might eventually get complicated. You said earlier that you are planning on remaining here. Is that true?
Yeah. You know, get married and all.
And if I said I was thinking of moving on, seeing the sights, meeting new people and killing a few?
You're welcome to stay.
Then let the crows bring it on. I can mock them while you crush their skulls. It's the sort of thing that made us friends, after all. Brings a tear to the eye, really.
It
Well
does.
then, since I am sticking around, I suppose we'll have plenty of time to speak later, yes? So go on and get paraded about. It's fun to watch. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure no one gets a clear shot. Not without paying me a great deal of coin, anyhow.
Oh, Zev.
Does the Ferelden monarchy make much use of assassins? I wonder if this is a good time to ask.
Hey, Liliana.
So here we are. The conquering heroine has won the day, and now she takes her bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
You should be taking a bow with me. You were up there.
And my part was small. I'm happy to watch you receive the accolades. It's quite fun. You know, I can't help now but think of my vision. Whether it was the Maker sending me to you or whatever, it was a good thing. I thought I was supposed to save you, to show you the way. But it seems it was meant to be the other way around. Odd how that works, no?
I think you did plenty.
You're kind to say so, but I think we know who was in charge. I've been offered a position to head up an investigation into the Darkspawn. It's quite exciting, really.
Congrats. Sounds like fun.
I'm organizing a royal expedition into one of the deep roads and leave a month from now. It will be a grand adventure of my very own. I'm looking forward to it. At any rate, you should get back to the celebration. We can speak another time. If I write a tale about all this, I'm leaving out details on the food. They don't even make good food here in the palace.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Shale and then Fergus, and then we'll go talk to Alistair. Hey, Shale.
So it survived after all. My impression that all creatures made of flesh were hopelessly squishy was, premature.
It's nice to be appreciated.
It has made me revise my opinion of its kind. My kind.
No.
I am, or at least was, a dwarf. A creature of flesh. I have to keep reminding myself that. In fact, I think I may even try to become one again.
That's nice.
Wynne has offered to accompany me to Tevinter to speak with the mages there. The Circle of Minrathrus has the largest collection of arcane knowledge in Thedas. If it is possible to reverse this process, then the knowledge to do so will be there, or that is my hope. And if not, then I will keep looking. I have nothing if not time, yes?
And good luck.
I intend to return eventually, unless I finally decide to destroy all pigeons everywhere. That may take a while, but otherwise I will come back. If it happens to one day see a tiny little dwarf who appears very nervous of being squished, that will be me. Until then, I wish it well. You have been a fine friend.
Oh.
These people seem very excitable. One would think they'd be quieter and wanting to rest after that whole ordeal.
Hey, Fergus.
When I heard that my little sister was not only a Grey Warden, but also leading Ferelden into battle, I was surprised, to put it mildly. Father, he would have been so proud of you. I know I am. You've done good.
How paid for what he did, I killed him myself.
Hal was a greedy, traitorous bastard. I just wish I'd been there to help you kill him. At least Amaranthine now belongs to the Grey Wardens. There's some justice in that, I think. I need to go back to High Ever. See if I can clean up the mess Hal made of it. I will see you soon, I hope.
At the wedding, for certain.
My little sister, marrying the king. All I can think is what Mother would have said about that. Take care of yourself, you hear? Or I'll find you and nag you like Mother did until you're ready to tear out your hair. Go on. I'll make sure I see you before I head back to Highever.
Okay. Hello.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? I was so scared that I might lose you. But here you are. And here I am. Not bad, right? I guess Morrigan was telling the truth after all. About the ritual. The rest of the Grey Wardens haven't arrived yet from Morlaix. But they've already sent questions. What should I tell them?
Tell them they were wrong.
Yes, all you need is a Maleficar willing to have your demon baby. Who knew? No, I suppose I'll just keep that to myself. I can shrug and look stupid. It's a talent. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
I think she's that little dog over there, personally, but she doesn't want to be followed.
I'm just concerned about what that ritual is going to cost eventually. At any rate, I can't wait to be alone with you. These formal affairs drive me insane.
We'll be married soon, you know.
I get to marry the woman I love. I figure there can't be much better than that. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting? The crowd is waiting for you outside. We can speak more afterwards if you like.
All right. So let's get on to the epilogue and to my wedding. Okay. So, I'm not sure if this modded armor is going to transfer into Awakening. I know that the Helm of Hanlith doesn't, but if you are wearing something that doesn't transfer in when you actually transfer it in, you actually will keep all the pluses and minuses. So I'll keep that +2 to my attributes, the 3 to my armor. I'll get the fatigue too, but it's not very much in comparison for all that. But everything else, if this doesn't transfer over, I don't want all the fatigue and stuff from it to be stuck to me. So I'm going to put on some normal stuff. The Kadash Stompers don't transfer over either, but the fatigue's not very much for all the pluses, so. And then I'm just going to grab the battle dress of the Provocateur. No. I think I'm going to go with the Wing of Lilith instead, because even if that doesn't transfer over, it doesn't have any fatigue and it has a lot of bonuses. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Okay. That doesn't transfer over either, but the stats should. Okay, so it should be talking to this guard, I believe, to start the wedding.
Are you ready, my lady? The crowds outside are getting restless.
What am I supposed to do?
Just put in an appearance, so I understand it. The people just want to see their hero in person. I'm supposed to take you to your escort, full brigade, their armor all shined up and everything. They're really honored to be guarding you, and let me tell you.
Okay.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
Wedding time! So sweet. Okay, so in the months that followed his coronation, Alistair surprised many by studying the art of governance and doing his best to rule the kingdom with a fair and even hand. He proved quite popular with the people, his humor and easy grace winning them over as much as his willingness to sneak out of the castle and mingle in the lower-class taverns on occasion. Eurydice married King Alistair in a lavish ceremony 6 months after his coronation, becoming the princess consort of Ferelden. The two toured the nation soon afterwards, and the people were ecstatic to see how the king adored his new bride. Aww. News that the urn of sacred ashes had been found in Ferelden did not spread outside the chantry until Brother Denetivi made an announcement several months after the defeat of the Darkspawn. The manuscript detailing his research and his experience with Andraste's cult drew huge interest among scholars throughout Thedas. Some years later, the chantry announced that the resting place of Andraste's ashes had indeed been found. A ripple of excitement spread among the pious people of Thedas, with many undertaking pilgrimages to see the ashes or partake of their healing powers. Following months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope to the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Eamon remained at Denerim for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The young woman Caitlin eventually made it to Denerim safely and used the small fortune she received for her father's sword to open a foundry while the city rebuilt. The foundry did well, turning her into a wealthy and respected woman. By chance, she met Tegan again at court, and within months, the two of them married. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper, Lanaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as in the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her to help resolve disputes with the human folk. As for the werewolves, now freed of their curse, they remained together and took the surname Wolf in memory of what they once were. They eventually became the most successful animal trainers in Thedas, and each year would gather to light a candle in memory of the lady who had loved them so well. In Orzammar, King Balin quickly proved himself a reformer. Trade with the surface lands increased and caste restrictions were loosened. The casteless were permitted to take arms against the Darkspawn in exchange for new freedoms. For the first time in generations, the line in the deep roads was pushed back and a few taigs were reclaimed. Balin's reforms quickly found him enemies within the warrior and noble castes, however, and after several assassination attempts, the assembly was dissolved. The king then ruled alone. Some said as a tyrant, others said as a visionary determined to drag Orzammar into the modern world. Brother Burkle's new chantry in Orzammar drew a surprising number of converts among the dwarves. They quickly attracted a great deal of anger from more conservative quarters, and before long the assembly severely restricted the Andrastians' rights. Brother Burkle resisted and was slain while being arrested during a peaceful demonstration in the Commons. The assembly claimed this was an accident, but news of the resulting riots reached the chantry on the surface, where the divine even contemplated a new exalted march. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt Circle Tower. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. And as we know, she becomes our crafter in Inquisition. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaperate to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the smith caste to reopen Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morrigan disappeared once the Archdemon was slain. Someone of Morrigan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may have even been with child. The state was in disarray, but with hard work, Roland helped his father to restore it to its former days. Roland never lost touch with Eurydice, whom he cared deeply about, remembering his past adventures fondly. As for Eurydice's companions, they went their separate ways. Alistair remained in Denerim with his love for a time. He was eventually called to the far-off fortress at Weishaupt, the home of the Grey Wardens, and swore he would return to his love's side soon. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales yet to be told. This tale ended when Eurydice sank her blade in the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of her, however. And that's it, guys. We made it all the way through. Thank you so much for watching this and sticking with me, and I hope you learned a lot and some different quests and tricks maybe you hadn't tried before, and I hope they help you in your future playthroughs. If you enjoyed the videos in this Let's Play series, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I really, really appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. You're the best.